blinding of Isaac Woodard, a spark in the darkness. On February 12, 1946, Sergeant Isaac Woodard Jr., a decorated black World War II veteran, boarded a Greyhound bus in Augusta, Georgia. He was just 26 years old, freshly discharged from the U.S. Army after 3 years of service in the Pacific Theater. Still in uniform, with battle medals on his chest and honor in his heart, he was heading home to Winnsboro, South Carolina, to reunite with his wife, along with his final paycheck from the U.S. Army, an extraordinary sum of $695, enough to help him start the kind of life he had dared to dream of before the war. The soldiers who had returned must have been jubilant and proud, happy to be back on their own soil. It must have been an exciting time for all of them to go home and see their families finally. Like the other 900,000 African American soldiers returning from duty, Isaac viewed this bright new future with hope. Historically, African Americans have fought in all of our nation's wars, driven by the belief that if they fought and demonstrated their loyalty, they would be recognized as equal citizens. However, that dream had often been frustrating. The reality of this particular war was different. It was framed around the fight against fascism, which inherently challenged the inequality and oppression of people based on their race. Black soldiers were returning home, having been infused with the idea that America stood for something greater than fascism, something beyond racial and ethnic discrimination, something better. However, the journey home would become a brutal reminder that, for Black Americans, military service did not guarantee dignity or safety. During a stop in Batesburg, South Carolina, Woodard asked a white bus driver for permission to use the restroom. Accounts differ on the tone of the exchange, but what followed was unmistakable. The driver summoned local police, including Chief Linwood Shull, who forcibly removed Woodard from the bus. In the town jail, Shull beat him savagely with a billy club, striking him repeatedly in the eyes. By morning, Isaac Woodard was permanently blind. No medical attention was given for days. He was fined for disorderly conduct and left to suffer in silence until word of the attack reached the NAACP. The case ignited national outrage. Orson Welles used his radio platform to demand justice. The NAACP organized rallies, and President Harry S. Truman, deeply disturbed by the incident, ordered a federal investigation. Despite Shull's admission that he struck Woodard in the eyes, an all-white jury acquitted him after just 30 minutes of deliberation. But the injustice did not fade. The case became a turning point. Truman soon established the President's Committee on Civil Rights and, in 1948, issued Executive Order 9981 to desegregate the U.S. military. Isaac Woodard lived the rest of his life in the Bronx, New York, out of the spotlight but never forgotten. His story of valor, violence, and a long road to justice helped awaken a nation to the urgent need for civil rights reform.